Guys, before we start coloring in our self-portraits, I really want to talk about skin tone. So for this video, we're going to talk about skin tones, and I'm going to mainly be talking about these neutral colors here. If you're doing graphite or pen coloring in, this video is not for you. This is just for if you're using color. So I want to talk about skin tones and how beautiful they are, and how each and every one of us has an amazing skin tone just the way it is. You should be proud of your skin tone, and you should be proud of your drawing. And whenever you're looking at skin tone, it's cool to see that it's normally more than one color, especially when we talk about lights and shadows. So you can see how it changes here in the shadow, and that's really cool. It's a cool thing color does. So I have a few up here I kind of practiced around with. I'm going to work with mine first here, okay? And so hold on, friends. Sharpen your pencils. So that happens especially when you're using colored pencils. So I'm just quick sharpening mine a little bit before I get a move on here. Alrighty. And so I have to decide where my light's coming from. Oh, shining from above. Okay. And so I'm just doing like a little sphere here, a little circle, to help myself see where my lights and darks will be with the skin tone. So I'm starting lighter first. With skin tone, I tend to start lighter first and work my way to the shadows. And so skin tones, like if you've ever gone with your mom to buy makeup, there's like so many, right? And sometimes the stylist is going to ask, well, are you neutral, warm, cool? And so I have a little more warm, so I'm going to add something with a little bit more warm tone to it. Okay, so that has a little more reddish to it. So I'm going to add a little bit more red here, a little bit more, and lightly, kind of really light here, kind of blending the colors together. Okay, and then when it's in by the shadow, it's going to get a little bit darker, and I'm liking this for my skin tone. I'm liking it. I might even try and add just a little bit of, yeah, just a little bit darker there. That's kind of nice too. All right, that didn't take too long. Sometimes it takes a while, even for myself, just to get my own skin tone down, just to make sure I like it. So I kind of want you to practice before you do it on here, because sometimes we don't practice and we're like, oh my goodness, that's not my skin tone. And so for a darker skin tone, you could kind of choose, if you have warm, cool, neutral, it's totally up to you. So I'll show the one up here. So I'm going to start light again, have my light shining down. Okay, kind of nice and light here, and I'll get darker as needed. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to push a little bit darker here for the shadow. And then I'm going to kind of mix, I'll do another warmer tone here, and kind of blend that together like so. Okay, pretty cool. And then if I wanted to just do a little more blending, lighter colors can sometimes blend, and mine here is going to add a little bit darker shadow. Okay, concentrate. All right, here we go. And so then I can blend that together, a little bit more of that warmer tone here as we come here to maybe some lighter spots. All right, I'm liking it. Okay, so those are just a few skin tones. There are so many skin tones out there, guys, and they're each and every one beautiful just the way they are. So practice your skin tone first. And younger friends, it doesn't have to be as detailed as this. Maybe you're just trying out some different colors of crayons, and you can even mix some together, okay? But yeah, I can't wait to see your guys' really cool art. All right, so I'm going to show how to do it on my face coming up. We'll talk in a minute. I have my skin tones I was using earlier for myself, and so I can't wait to see your guys' amazing artwork. So I'm going to decide where the light is coming from. And so then for that, maybe my light's coming from this way, and so I'm going to go ahead and make it, I could do that Rembrandt lighting. Maybe I will. Okay, so kind of where it's kind of like straight on here, highlighting the face a little bit. Have a little bit of shadow. Now I made sure to erase my pencil lines. I'm starting light with my light color. It's always easier to go a little darker, a little bit harder to go lighter, okay? And so I'm starting with that and really lightly just getting in my skin tone, okay? It's probably been a little hard to see with our device we're using here. Okay, so I'm lightly kind of coloring in the shape. I'm not just going up and down. Notice I'm coloring in the shape of the forehead. Okay, I'm coloring in the shape of my forehead. Kind of curving with the lines of my forehead, just like you can do that with the shapes of yours. And I'm going to go ahead, nice and light here. Okay, a little glow there. Okay. And then we're going to come here a little bit there, come around. So I have my lighter shape down with my crayon. And ears. Sometimes I forget to color in the ears. Oh no. Okay, a little bit darker in the shadow for the neck. And it is still really hard to see, but hopefully you guys can see it somewhat, because now I'm going to go ahead and start adding in a little more skin tone. Okay? And I just want to remind you guys that skin tones are beautiful. They're all different and they come up with so many colors. I'm doing a skin tone painting currently, a portrait, and this is like how many colors I'm using. Check it out. Okay, that's for one person, friends. Okay, so it's amazing how amazing our skin is. It's really cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Now, as you guys are just learning, you're probably not gonna use that many colors. I just wanted to remind you how beautiful skin tone is. Okay, so there we go. I'm just blending a little bit with my colored pencil, thinking about where I'm gonna have shadows, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, where's my warm tone? Double check on the back. Nope, double check. Yes, okay, just making sure. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in just a little bit of a warmer tone here where I have those shadows. Okay, kind of along underneath sunglasses here, a little bit underneath here, curve, a little bit more down here. All right, so it's still pretty light, kind of like it's dancing on the paper. Still fairly light. And I can go back over, kind of blend it with my other color here. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to add a little bit more here. Now, sometimes with, when we color in the lips, we can get, if you wanted like bright red, you could. I'm kind of going for a more neutral tone. So right now, I'm going to use a little bit of this red tone in my lips right now. So that way, if I want to go back and add a little bit more color, I totally can. I just wanted something a little more natural. So notice how I'm curving around my lines here, curving around my sunglasses, getting that little shadow by the nose. I need a little bit more color right in here. Okay, dokie. And just blending a little bit more, thinking about my face shape, a little bit more shadow in the neck, just because the chin is creating a shadow there. Okay, and then let's keep going. A little bit more up here by the hair, a little bit more down here. So I'm liking how this is looking. Okay, a little hard to see in this lighting, but I do like the skin tone. Okay, I can really see it well. Maybe if I do that, no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit better to see. Okay, and so then I have my skin tone down. All right, then we're gonna check out the hair, the eyebrows, all that fun stuff. All right, coming up. Okay, so we're gonna get to talk about hair. So let me see, my hair looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and color with my hair. I am gonna use more neutrals because that's kind of the color my hair is. You could always have your hair dyed a cool color, totally up to you. So here we go. I'm going to start with crayon today. I might even add a little bit of marker in, and I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of, I almost forgot to color my eyebrows. That is crazy. Okay, let's get a little more eyebrow in there. A little more eyebrow in there. I'm going to use kind of those neutral tones I used for the lip. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead with the hair. Okay, so I want to add some lighter spots in my hair first. And I'm thinking about the way my hair is moving in this picture, kind of coming around and down. And then we're going to come over here. Okay, I'm going to give myself some cool highlights. Okay, right around here, here. All right, now let's keep moving. We're going to go ahead and jump in. Okay, a little bit. Here's a little more like so. Okay, and something cool with crayon is I can push darker and get it a little bit more of a shadow like we talked about with our strong coloring back in that lesson. All right, and I'm kind of coloring in the shape of my hair, and I want to blend that just a little bit. And it's sometimes that can happen if you are doing strong coloring with your crayon. It might break like it did for me, and that's okay. And so then we're going to push a little bit harder here. And I mixed colors to kind of get the color I want. So lots of cool blending going on. Okay, right along here. Okie dokie. Blend that together. All right, let's come up here and do a little bit of this there. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that in. So I'm coloring in the shape of my hair. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my hair. You guys keep working on yours. I'll show you what I'm doing. There we go. Here. So we got the hair down. Now we're going to do lips, glasses, background. All right, and one other thing too I wanted to show, like if I wanted a little more shadow down here, lightly kind of put the marker in if I wanted just a little bit more. And I can kind of smear it on top of the crayon. I don't know, it's just kind of fun to do. So if you wanted to do a little bit of that in any shadows you have, it's kind of fun. Okay, kind of fun. Up to you. Okay. Now the next thing is the glasses. I'm gonna have darker glasses. You can decide what kind of glasses you would like. Oh, and lips. So okay, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Don't put lips. All right. So I'm gonna add a little more really light. I already added a little bit of skin tone in there, so I don't want to go too crazy. All right, just kind of light like so. And I'm liking it. All right. There we go. A little bit goes a long way. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my sunglasses. And if I want some spots to be darker than others, then I push harder, lighter. Here I want a little highlight, then gradually darker. Okay, that's what's cool about this. All right, a little bit darker. Okay, same thing here. Now you could have your sunglasses tinted any color you'd like. I'm going to keep it classic and go with the darker. You could always have like blue, you could have yellow, I don't know, whatever color you would like. But before I tint my sunglasses, I'm going to color in because of the reflection. So let's go ahead and add some water. And I'm going to stick with the crayon here. More water, a little bit of sky, which I'm going to try and do with a, if I have a different blue here, and I think I do, so that way it's not too different, but we'll mix colors so that way it gets a little different. Yeah, there we go. And you can see the difference between the water and the sky, and a little bit of yellow going on for the sand with a little bit of brown in there. I'm not necessarily fully coloring it, just really light. Okay, then whatever color I would want this towel to be, we'll do purple and red. Why not? Why not? And then I can lightly color in palm tree, and here we are. Okay, now it's the fun part. Okay, time to add the little tint to my sunglasses. So I'm going to go over really light like it's dancing on the paper and add in I'm pushing harder in some spots if I want it to look a little darker. And add in my reflection, okay? Now you could have any color, really light here. You could have any color you wanted though. All right, really light. I like it, friends. All right, and now we get to do the background. So pretty fun, just use strong coloring in the background, marker, crayon, whatever you'd like. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit on mine and we'll see you guys when we're done. All right, we'll talk to you later. Alright guys, so I'm all done with my coloring in of my self-portrait. Nice job. Give yourselves like a pat on the back. Go high five a family member. You did it. Alright, I can't wait to see your beautiful art. Post them up on Seesaw. Talk to you later. Bye.